Tommy Sugiarto, son of Ichuk. Wouldn't he love to emulate what his father's done? He was world champion in 1983 in Copenhagen, in, I'm told, one of the best badminton finals ever. He's always been ranked inside the top 20 over the last 12 months. World ranked 13th, 15th seed here. Made semi-finals here in Copenhagen, I should say, in 2014 World Championships. A couple of close games. Won 4 matches he did in Copenhagen. Undergoing the coin toss there.
Decide. Are you serve or is it serve?
Abian electing to serve. Sugiarto electing the end. The man in red, very much the favourite here. Played twice before these two, and they're 1-1 in the head-to-head. We'll get to that in a while. But he's played 12 tournaments, has Sugiarto, since last year's World Championships. 10 wins, 6 losses this year. He's won a tournament, that was the Russia Open, where indeed they played against each other. Abian losing there, 21-17, 21-9 point, judging by the crowd's reaction.
19-13.
There. It's a wonderful shangle smash. Yeah, fantastic shot.
14-19.
Good defense. Good defense from the backhand side of Pablo Abian, which has been targeted a lot from Tommy Sugiarto.
Demonstrating a lot of still 5 points adrift though, Abian. The match is 5 or 10 minutes, quite significantly. He's in a very dictatorial position here, just 2 points from the first game.
14-19. 15.
The reduced gap to just between them now, then trailing 15-19. He was getting a little twitchy with that lead, wasn't he? Because he's left 1 or 2 already that have landed in from this end, Abian. Huge point from Sugiarto, and only needs 1 of them. And indeed snatches that in 19 minutes.
16.
21 points to 16 then for Tommy Sugiarto of Indonesia, the 15th seed. A game to the good against the Spaniard Abian. What a close contest this has been. It's been a really intriguing, compelling watch so far. Just confirmation of the score there. Abian had the upper hand all the way through that game, and then settled.
He settled in and remembered how he should play in this hall here in this arena, and also in the necessary amount of energy in it, because when you're playing on the opposite side, you have to be in control of the rally. You almost play full court against half court, because it's really, really difficult to play the back court with accuracy. So it's interesting to see if Pablo Abian can do the same, because he needs to work really, really hard now.
20 seconds.
And I would suspect that Tommy Sugiarto would sort of take even more control of this match and win the second game a little bit easier than the first.
Let's see how good Tommy Sugiarto is at front running then. Game to the good after just 20 minutes, 21 points to 16. So the man in red then,
Second game.
in the ascendancy here, the seed, looking good.
He's starting out well, Pablo. Fantastic rally.
So what a point to win psychologically. That is massive. Laying out a real statement from the off in this start of the second game here. Crowd being treated to some excellent points from both men.
And really important for Pablo to win the next point here. Psychologically, it means so much that you can actually bounce back after losing such a long rally.
So as he just retrieves the shuttle then from the J4.
1 goal.
And it's a serve at 1-all. Winner of this match plays the winner of the Howard Shue Wei Nan match. Wei Nan, I can tell you, that came through that one. A very close match. He was trailing 2-11 to Howard Shue from the USA earlier this morning. That was second match on this court. He won 21-18, did Wei Nan in the end. Well, a look upwards disconsolately as if to say, how did I miss that? To get his opponent in a head.
Not satisfied right now, Pablo Abian. He was folded for illegal service 3 rallies ago.
Hit the shuttle like that.
He hasn't really taken that off. Good shot. Good shot.
Spaniard. Huge moments these for, as you suggested, Pablo Abian needs to really make a run of points here out of desperation, because Sugiarto looking particularly dominant.
Excellent attack from
Greeted with a roar, that one.
Yeah.
3-4.
He knows he's got to claw it back right here. What a point he played, the Spaniard. Now the gouge in the shuttle. Well, this is a real testament to the highest level of fitness of these players in tip-top condition. Almost contest all of the wall of noise from the Sugiarto Indonesian fans.
Sugiarto put it long.
Abian then goes ahead for the first time in this game.
It's a little bit worrying for Sugiarto that he puts it long on the side where he's supposed to play up against the wind, but it could be that the clear from Pablo Abian.
Again, it's that telling body blow. He needs.
It's leaving the net a little bit for Abian here. Not really challenging. Seems content just to lift the shuttle and sort of relying on Tommy Sugiarto. That's well played. Have a little bit of discussion about changing the shuttles on that, and gives the man here in the picture, Pablo Abian, a little bit of a break. That's well played. Very well played.
Finds the back line then with that one. And extends his lead. I love the way this man just kind of knows it's going long. He just dismissively follows the shuttle to its landing point. There's a real swagger about the man. Spaniard spills long at the back line. 5 points between them now.
That's why it was a little bit puzzling to me why Tommy Sugiarto didn't want to change the shuttle. It should be an advantage for him to play with a totally new shuttle. Much more likely that put it long. Also has a sense of winning the attack with a new shuttle, so that might be the reason for being reluctant to change it.
So the 5-point advantage then in favour of the 15th seed Sugiarto at the interval break. He's done Goldstein with the roll on this back plate.
It's quite a bit easier the near side here because you can hold court without be too careful.
Leave the board.
The umpire has to tell Ernesto Garcia, the Spanish coach, that he has to leave the court. 40 seconds not enough. Got a lot to talk about. Him and Pablo Abian. I think Abian needs to score a couple of points to 3 here in just after the interval in order to close the gap a little bit to Tommy Sugiarto. It's long as well.
Sugiarto's been very frugal in error now, and he's playing some particularly solid, focused points more to the point as well, and looking very dictatorial. Just when Abian needs to show some sort of real character and attitude here. He still spills long.
And this is the conditions that we saw Tony Sugiarto tackle in a really, really good way in the first game here in the second.
Yeah, he's really struggled from that far end.
So he's choosing shots that are simply no-goes when you play with the wind. And it's looking really, really bleak for the Spanish chances in this match. Good shot there.
Service over. 7-14.
Well, 25 places between 15 respectively. Sugiarto masterful there.
And that's what Pablo Abian again in the next player that has won a match, and he needs to be even sharper. Yeah.
Oh, that's good work from the Spaniard, showing real resolve there.
8-15.
Trying to fight his way back into this one. He's very against it, in that he's playing against the crowd as well. That's the short game at Sugiarto that's been impressive. So accurate with those drops.
16-8.
Overhead and accuracy.
Well played. It's one of the weaknesses of Tony Sugiarto. His attack here was simply not dangerous enough. Creates trouble for himself.
Getting a little frustrated with himself, sort of gesturing that it seems to be going further and further along in disbelief.
Come to is
yes, it certainly is a tough place to play, that's for sure. For away,
Service over. 10-17.
And the thing is, it's really hard for your confidence because you actually thought you played really well in the first game and you had a chance of winning it. Inside and opponent had it in the first game.
And of course, as a consequence of those Spanish shots going way beyond the back line, Sugiarto could presumably close quicker, knowing that he's got to keep the shuttlecock down.
And that's what I'd actually like to see him do. Move a little bit closer to the net, take even more control.
And of Abian, who's shown real character here.
11-18.
Still a 7-point advantage to who's now just all for the gold medal podium on Sunday. So far away at the moment. They're just going 1 point at a time.
Pablo.
But he has managed his expectation and the crowd very, very well. He stayed focused throughout.
Play.
It's just about the first one that he's left that didn't spill long.
18.
Precision hitting then from the Spaniard.
well deserved win. He's probably going to get here now 7 match points. He's been the better player in this match.
7 of them. So after 40 minutes then, Tommy's birth 21-16, 21-13. Got his opponent in the headlock early on, took that close first game, and then rode it home very, very well, particularly after the change of ends. And he just seems that little bit more experienced in the Historia here, and judging conditions far better than the Spaniard, Pablo Abian. Of the score then on the graphic, a 40-minute encounter for the Indonesian 15th seed, safely through to round 2. So it's going to be that awaits the winner in round 2. The 20th ranked player in the world had a win over Howard Shu earlier, and we'll be bringing you action from Lee, the 3rd ranked. He'll be up against Min Nguyen of Vietnam. That'll be next up. He's the 34th ranked player in the world, so do stay with us for that one after these highlights.